Hey dudes, what's going on? All my vaping friends out there on YouTube. This is Sonic Blue coming at you with another unboxing for another vaping unit. Now, this just finally came in from Mad Vapes, and that's my go-to place. And this time I'm going to test out another new product. This is an invoice. Okay, well, the first thing you get to is an invoice. Surprisingly, though, all I got to this time was the unit, and it was part of a bundle pack. I guess the rest of the things are coming later, as they were shipped out in separate packaging, so it's understandable one thing could have gone through faster than the rest. So we're going to do the unboxing of the vaping unit I have here. And what I have is the X Pro M36 mod upgrade from SmokTech, and this is it. And it's another SmokTech brand product, and so far SmokTech has been very good to me. Incidentally, the gripper mod, still using it, still putting it through lots of hell, and it's bouncing right back with every flaw. Anyhow, once I get this plastic off, which as you can see, this is some very tough plastic to get off of there. There's like, they want you to work hard in getting at your new vaping unit. And anyway, what I was talking about with the VV gripper mod, some people did have issues with the battery compartment door, but I found a way to modify that, and I did drop it a few times, which caused the door to kind of act all freaky and the battery to lose contact with itself. And the way I fixed it was I was able to pry the metal off of the bottom of the compartment door and just have it be one separate unit. So what I did was I pushed it up inside, right against the battery, flush against the battery, and then closed the door on it, and it works perfectly fine. Even after modifying it just a bit, just to pry the metal piece off of the door itself and have that as a separate unit. As you can see, I'll show everybody what I mean. Open the door here, and as you notice, there is no more metal that connects the battery. It's inside now, and it actually holds it in place, and it works. Before, it wasn't contacting with the battery, and I don't know why. So this is upgraded from the 45 model to the M36. Now to find a way to get inside the box, and usually they have a magnetic hinge, but this is looking like it's just a pull-off, like the whole bottom part comes off, and it does. My goodness, SmokTech, what do you do to this box? Make it more difficult to get into. Yeah, that's the whole idea here. I think because there's like a little dent in the box, and it's helping to hold it together so it's not sliding open as easy as it normally would. And I don't see anywhere there's a seal, so it should just slide right off of there, but it's not. It's just, look at this. Oh, SmokTech. You humor me sometimes. You really do. Fix the box up there in the corner. Try to find a way to work my finger. I would like to do an unboxing video, but I'm having the dickens of a time trying to get this box off. Okay, it's coming now. With a little bit of work, and finally, there it is. Okay. Now, like I said, I've ordered this in a bundle pack, so I'm going to have to use some, hey look, silica gel. Gotta love it. Yeah. But anyway, I would like to get this all in the bundle pack and show you everything in the bundle, but unfortunately, the rest of the stuff isn't here, and so I would have to wait until it shows up and then show it to you when everything is together. But in the box, wow, you get a lot of stuff. Okay, in the initial unit itself, you get the SmokTech vaping unit. This is the gold one, and it's a very nice color gold. I like this. And you also get a mini or micro USB charger when you pull up the thing, because when you pull it up, it's going to come in a little presentation box like this, and you pull this thing up, and underneath it you get the USB cable. You also get the adapter to fit it onto the unit, and you also get this attractive book of instructions. Leave it to SmokTech to make everything look fancy. Well, before we dive into the instructions, because I'm pretty sure I need to know how to operate my new unit, we are going to attach the adapter to the top of the unit, and there it is. There we go. And that gets fitted right on the top there. And then I'm going to use my Aspire tank to place on top of that. And this can use any 510 thread tank. And just kind of ease it on there until it's flush. And there you have it. I just need to fill it up now. So let me remove that back, and I need to fill it with some e-liquid. That's another thing that's on its way too, is some e-liquid. And those folks at Mad Vapes are great people. They there was a little problem in trying to get the shipping information sent through the website, and for the longest time it said processing. I ordered this thing on the 13th. It finally came in today. It is now July 2nd. So I don't know if they were backed up on orders or something happened with their system. I don't know exactly what happened, but something set them back. And because of it, a lot of orders had to suffer, including mine. And they had informed me that something within the system was all messed up, and they tried to rectify it, but even they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So, yeah, it was a big cluster of WTF-ness. But once I was able to get confirmation that, in fact, the packages have been sent, a couple of days later I went to the post office, and I discovered at least this came in. The rest of the stuff is on its way. But let's figure out how to operate our new M36, upgraded from M45, SmokTech Pro vaping unit, the M36 model. And it does come with its own internal battery. And on the bottom, as you can see, is where you place the micro USB plug. It already has the internal battery, so you don't have to worry about getting these batteries here. But I will keep them off to the side, and I am keeping this gripper unit because this is going to be my spare. And depending on how well this one works, may become my main one, because this is very attractive looking. I like the ridges on the side here too. It's very decorative. Let's just go ahead and see how well this thing works. So click the thing 5 times is generally how you turn on these vaping units. Or is it just hold the power button in? No, it's 5 times, but nothing's turning on. But you may need to plug it in for a full charge. So this particular video might be useless in most cases. So, alright, well, let me see if I can charge this up real quick and see what I can do. Let me just unplug it from the phone here. Oh, okay, I see. It was dead on arrival. Okay, so all you really got to do is just plug this in and charge it. And while it's charging, you press the fire button and it'll tell you how much of a charge you have left. And now it's locked. And if you hold down the fire button, it says weak battery. So I'm going to let this charge up for a bit. And while I do that, I'm going to show everybody that it's plugged in right now, and the battery now is in charging mode. And once it's fully charged, then I'll be able to demonstrate fully what this readout means. But here's your little readout here, and it's going to light up in a blue LCD fashion. And your up and down buttons are over here to gauge your wattage, I believe. And this, of course, being your fire button, also your power button. It still says M45 on it, but inside is the M36 modifications. Like I said, numbers confuse me, but it's on the outside of the box where it's labeled upgrade from 45. Even though it says M45 right here on the etching. But the problem is when they did the upgrades, they did not update the etchings on the unit itself, but it is upgraded from the menu choices. And basically something with the BIOS and additions, updates to the menuing system are the only thing that's different. It's in the same casing, same battery, same everything in the outer appearance here. It's just that the BIOS, the menu choices, that's all that's been upgraded in here. And it's been labeled on the outside of the box as being an upgrade to the M36 model. So, once you get your unit, and if you're still upset that they sent you the old box because it says on the etching M45 and you ordered an M36, that is because that the etching is still going to say M45. You know, they never really bothered to change the etching to M36 when they'd made all the menu modifications here. So you're getting the M36 upgrade. It's just going to say M45. But that's just, that's one of the main complaints that a lot of people had about this unit. But other than that, nobody's really had much of a problem with the operation of this particular unit. And as you can see, it's depending on how strong the battery is, depends also on how clear your readout is or how bright it is. You know, if it's really bright, then you got a stronger battery. But if it's really weak, that means you got to really charge your battery. So it's got an instant indicator and also a charge indicator status, if you can see it, that shows how far along your charge is on your battery. Now this is going to probably be charging for a while, so I'm going to let it do its thing just by laying it right over here. And when it's fully charged, we'll come back and we will demonstrate the workability of the M36 model vaping unit from SmokTech. So I will see you when that time comes, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, I'm back, and the battery is now charged. And it'll have a full battery indicator when you tap the fire button there. As you can see, full battery indicator means that it's ready to come off the charger. And there's your nice bright display. So I'm going to grab my tank now. I'm going to take it from this vaping unit to this vaping unit. Okay, so how you operate the menu is as follows. You hit this button 3 times in 2 seconds, and then it goes to option number 1, and it shows you wattage mode. So you can go from menu number 1 to menu number 2, and in order to access each menu, you leave it on a couple of seconds, and then when it changes, you hit the fire button again to change your options. So you can get wattage mode or mech mode. And then to make a selection, you just leave it, and it goes away. And we are in wattage mode. To power off, hit the button 3 times in 2 seconds, go to menu number 2, hit the fire button until it goes to 2, and then hit the fire button for powering off. It says goodbye, and there you go. We're powered off now, see? So that's how you power off this unit. So to turn it back on, it's 5 clicks. And there it is. And it gives you a little happy face welcome, and you're ready to vape. Another option for the menu is, let's fire this up again. Now when it's powered on like this, you click it 5 times. You click the fire button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're in locked mode. So now you can put it in your pocket, walk around with it. It's not going to fire until you hit the fire button 5 more times. So, without further ado, let's see how well this thing vapes. Okay, now this seems to be on a bit of a low setting, so I'm going to turn up the wattage. See how 9.0 goes. That's a little better. And you control the wattage by the up and down arrows here. And it goes on and on and on and on. And you can hold the button down, and now it's in supersonic mode. As you can see, the number's just rolling right by. Let's try 45 and see what that does. Whoa. Okay, that's insanely strong. I'm putting it back down to about 10. I think yeah, don't want to put it up too high unless you have a very high resistance atomizer. Okay, putting it up to 10 watts. Let's give that a test to see how well that vapes. Hopefully I didn't burn out my heating coil by putting it up to 45. So, it's something to mess around with. I really wouldn't keep it any higher than, say, 15, because it seems that 15 would be strong enough, but it goes higher and higher and higher and higher. The higher it goes, the hotter it gets. Let's bump it up to 12 and see what that does, because I'm kind of playing with the settings here and seeing where there is a good point in keeping the wattage. Dang, even 12 is too much. Woo! Bring it back down to 10. I think 10 is just suitable. Gives me a strong enough vape. Gives me enough flavor to where you don't taste burn. Because if you have it up too high, of course, you're going to get that burning feeling. And that's something you don't want in your vaping experience, trust me. Yep, 10 is just right. So, that is the SmokTech M36 Pro, upgraded from M45. And it's a nice, heavy, nice, sizable vaping unit. And it's very attractive looking with the gold. They come in different colors. You can get one in black, gold. They've got one in like a silver, like platinum almost colored. I'm going to have to say that I am pretty impressed with this little tiny device here that can put out so much power. And the battery itself is an 800 mAh. Charge time usually takes about 4 hours to charge from a completely dead battery to fully charged battery. It takes about 4 hours. I wanted to unbox the rest of the stuff that comes with this vaping unit. Mad Vapes has a special going on with this particular vaping unit. With the tank and a drip tip, all comes to $25.99. An insanely good price for a vaping unit like this. Now, in comparison to the gripper mod, the gripper mod is a lot more basic. Doesn't really offer you as much wattage power as this one does. And, of course, it's not as attractive looking as this one is. But this one is still very durable. I noticed that they sold out of these. They might get some more of it in stock. If you wish to, you can keep a watch on the Mad Vapes website, and they will update you on any information as to the availability of this product. So since they were sold out of that, I decided to take my chance with this, which was only $10 more. So instead of $15.99, it was $25.99, and you get this attractive unit, and it could come in either black or gold. I believe they're sold out of the silver one, but they do have the black, they do have the gold, and they do have it in a bundle pack for $25.99. You get the unit, you get a tank, and it already comes with a heating coil already inside the tank, and you get a drip tip, all for the low price of $25.99. Yeah, if you are serious about your vaping, then you might want to give Mad Vapes a try. Plus, they have a lovely array of e-liquids for you to choose from. And that's at madvapes.com. There's the address right there. So check them out and see for yourself just how good Mad Vapes can be to you. They sure are good to me, though. And I'm not surprised. They keep coming out with devices like this, and they keep selling devices like this. They got a solid customer. That is the review on the SmokTech M36 Pro. I'm going to have to say this is a nice, dandy little device. I enjoy it very much, and you probably will too. For your vaping needs, check out madvapes.com, and while you're at it, take advantage of this killer offer. $25.99 gets you the vaping unit, the tank, a drip tip. You can't go wrong. I mean, everything you need to get started right then and there. And not to mention their e-liquids are very, very reasonably priced. And plus, they have lots of flavors for you to choose from. So, while you place your order, feel free to get yourself a bottle of e-liquid on top of that. So until next time, this is Sonic Blue, and I'm going to enjoy my new SmokTech M36 Pro directly from Mad Vapes. And if you do happen to have one of these units, feel free to comment down below. Tell us what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Spread the word about these things. That's what helps make these reviews happen, and also encourages other people to look into some of these different devices to find out which one is best suited for them. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to kick back and enjoy my brand new SmokTech M36 Pro unit, just like a real vapor should. And if you need a little bit of a helping hand, the people at Mad Vapes are very informative. They're very friendly. They will work with you, and they will do anything they can to keep you as a loyal customer. And they've got me for years, and they continue to treat me right. And they'll probably treat you right too. So check them out, madvapes.com, and that's about it. So on behalf of this review, this is Sonic Blue. Happy vaping.